Hello friends, in this video I am going to discuss what is murder. In a simple language, killing someone with the intention and planning is known as murder. So in this video I will discuss the concept and punishment of murder. So let's start with the first question, that is, what is murder? Murder is an unlawful killing of a person by another person. Further, murder is defined in Section 300 of Indian Penal Code as, except in the cases hereinafter accepted, culpable homicide is murder if the act by which the death is caused is done with the intention of causing death, or if it is done with the intention of causing such bodily injury as the offender knows to be likely to cause the death of the person to whom the harm is caused, or if it is done with the intention of causing bodily injury to any person and the bodily injury intended to be inflicted is sufficient in the ordinary course of nature to cause death, or if the person committing the act knows that it is so imminently dangerous that it must, in all probability, cause death or such bodily injury as is likely to cause death, and commits such act without any excuse for incurring the risk of causing death or such injury as aforesaid. So in all these four conditions, the murder is defined. Now let's understand it with examples. Example 1. Mr. A shoots Miss Z with the intention of killing her. As a result of this, Miss Z dies. A commits murder. Now, example 2. Mr. A, knowing that Mr. Z is laboring under such a disease that a blow is likely to cause his death, strikes him with the intention of causing bodily injury. Mr. Z dies in consequence of the blow. Mr. A is guilty of murder, although the blow might not have been sufficient in the ordinary course of nature to cause the death of a person in a sound state of health. But if A, not knowing that Z is laboring under any disease, gives him such a blow as would not in the ordinary course of nature kill a person in a sound state of health, here A, although he may intended to cause bodily injury, is not guilty of murder if he did not intended to cause death or such bodily injury as in the ordinary course of nature would cause death. Next, example 3. Mr. A intentionally gives Mr. Z a sword cut or club wound sufficient to cause the death of a man in the ordinary course of nature. Z dies in consequences. Here, Mr. A is guilty of murder, although he may not have intended to cause Z's death. Next, example 4. A, without any excuse, fires a loaded cannon into a crowd of persons and kills one of them. A is guilty of murder, although he may not have had a premeditated design to kill any particular individual. Now, the question is, what is the punishment for such offensive act? As defined in Section 302 of Indian Penal Code, whoever commits murder shall be punished with death or imprisonment for life, and shall also be liable to fine. Now, the next question is, what is the type of such offense? Such offense is classified as cognizable, non-bailable, non-compoundable, and triable by court of session. Now, the next question is, What to do if you find someone did such offense. If you find something happened of such type that someone has killed a person being a good citizen, you need to file an FIR under the Section 300 of Indian Penal Code. So this is all about the concept of murder.